smarty shit. Okay. As you now know, I have seen Texas Chainsaw 3 Dicks in My Face, directed by the director of Takers, taking the shit for 90 minutes is better than this movie. As you can already see, I did not like it at all. Why did I see it? Because, you know, I feel bad. You know, a lot of people ask me for requests, and I'm like, I'll do it sometime, and it's just get so busy in my life and so busy with other stuff, and then there's stuff I do want to review that I feel really bad for not doing it. But when I did this Q&A, a lot of people were asking me, hey, what are your thoughts on this movie? Are you going to see this movie? So I'm like, okay. You know what? I'll go see this movie. And I saw the movie. Now, I know there's a guy on here who's a very nice guy who really loves this movie. And, you know, he feels it's better than the first one. It's his, like, favorite film of all time now. I'm not going to chastise him. I'm not going to make fun of him. But I will just warn him, he's not going to like anything that I say about this movie. You're not going to like it. He says, huh? He says, huh? Huh? He says, bullshit! My dick! You know what you can do with your money? Take your money, rip it in half. Do it again. Do it again. Burn it. Snort up your nose. Spit it out. Get a piece of bubble gum. Wrap it up. Stick it up your ass until it farts out in a bubble. Put on a corn dog, find some random dog, feed it to it, let it shit for the entire winter. That would be more entertaining, more exciting, more illuminating, more scary, more fucked up, and less stupid. If this film was the equivalent of a person, it's a fucking person who would be left in a food court and would die of starvation. That's how fucking stupid this movie is. One of the worst movies I've ever seen? No. But it still sucks. Still shit. Still bullshit. Still dog shit. Every shit in the book. You wanna know what I'm talking about? Okay. I have reviewed all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. They're all on the channel. You want to hear more in-depth reviews on those films? Check out my channel. Just type in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You will find it. Quick recap. Here's the first movie. I love this film. I think this film's fantastic. It was one of the few horror films that really scared me. Still love this film to this day. Still the best one. 2, someone's going to say that this film and the second half, it tried to be different. Yeah, and it sucked. But you know what? This tried to be different because Tobe Hooper was like, you know what? I cannot do better than this. I cannot make a film as scary as this. And he's right. So he made a black comedy. And you know what? I really enjoy this film. I think this film's underrated. I think this film's a lot of fun. It's funny. It's meant to be funny. It's a black comedy. Dennis Hopper is fun. May he rest in peace. I miss Dennis Hopper. Caroline Williams, I really enjoy. I love her character, Lefty. Makeup effects by Tom Savini. So you got your door. Chop Top, played by Bill Moseley. A lot of fun. I think this is a fun movie. I really enjoy this one. Because it was different, but it was good. This one, I'm like, sort of middle in the road. This film is miles better than this piece of shit. Part 4 can kiss my ass. The remake. I have no problems with this remake anymore. I've been off and on. I have no problems. This film is miles better than this fucking 3 dicks in my face. I am not bullshitting. I am not taking it back. Jessica Biel in this film, to be honest, is the only film I've liked her in. She's better than anybody in this fucking movie. Her character at least kicks some ass. At least, hey, here's a cool ending. Chopped off fucking Leatherface's arm off. That's cool. Alright. Arlie Ermy, he was fun to watch. I think the kills on here, the kills in this movie are fucking better than this goddamn flick. Hell, I think this flick took more, they took shit from this movie as well. I swear to God, the house in this movie is almost the same house as this fucking thing. I swear. There's a scene where some girls get terrorized in a fucking van. Like this movie. Oh yeah, you have all this fucking family members that come out of the woodwork, including the baby. Were they thinking of this movie? This movie had a baby. So I think they took shit from this movie. This movie is miles better. I'd rather watch this 10 fucking times in a row. I have no problems with it. I can say I like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I don't give a fuck. The prequel can kiss my ass with a stupid fucking ending of a 300-pound guy with an 8-foot fucking chainsaw high in the backseat of a goddamn car that a girl can't fucking notice, somehow he maneuvered this gigantic fucking chainsaw, drives into her stomach, and wow, that's a surprise. No, it's bullshit. It's fantasy. It's sci-fi. When a movie cannot fucking... When a director and filmmaker cannot tell time, they do not know the space continuum of time and reality, you're not getting any breaks, okay? You're getting pissed on because you're pissing me off and you're pissing on my face. It's a fucking R. Kelly music video. Stop pissing on me! Now... I know I'm going over the top. I always go over the top because it's fucking fun. Because this film didn't deliver. At the end of the day, this film was boring as shit. Boring as sin. Okay, the sin of sloth, as in being fucking lazy, and the sin... See what I said, Slin? This film is making me stupider by the moment. It's making my brain cells literally commit suicide. And the one brain cell's like, fuck it. Okay? My dick left when I was watching this movie. My dick walked away, hobbled away, using its balls, took my balls with it, using its legs to power around to play with my fucking cats to do better time than watching this goddamn movie. It hitched a ride, went around the fucking world in a daze, and said, I don't give a shit, man. Wake me up till we're done. Okay? Have you ever tried calling your fucking dick on a cell phone? It doesn't work out because it doesn't have fingers to open the shit. You know how crazy and stupid that is? Does that make sense? No. Neither does this goddamn movie. What am I talking about? Okay, first off, it wants to start off with footage from this movie. And it pretty much takes this entire first movie and condenses it to about 2.5 minutes. Like a greatest hits of 2.5 minutes with shitty editing and some very fucking stupid slow-mo. Like certain parts they slow-mo'd and it looked fucking ridiculous. It was fucking stupid. And I'm like, man, why don't you just... Hey, here's an idea. Take the original film, show that on the big screen, make it a wide release. And by the way, you know, oh, you're contributing to this movie. This movie is already a hit. Okay? It made $21 million in its opening weekend. It was #1 when it opened last week. It's a hit. I don't care what anybody says. It's a hit. No matter what. And let me say this. I didn't use my money on this movie. You guys can figure it out. Let me put it that way. I didn't use my money on this movie. So you can figure that out. Most of you probably already have. And this is supposed to take place right after. Oh yeah, Bill Moseley, he plays the cook. And he's in the film for maybe 3 minutes at most. So you have the greatest hits of this movie. 2.5 minutes. Then the beginning takes place right after the 1974 flick. And for some reason, there's about 7 other people in this fucking house. There's Bill Moseley as the cook, who's in the film for maybe 2 minutes. Gunnar Hansen plays like one of the guys. For some reason, there's like 3-4 guys and a woman and a baby, along with Bill Moseley as the cook and Grandpa, which I think is actually played by the same actor, John Dudian. I believe it's the same actor playing Grandpa. But yeah, fucking... Where the fuck did all these people come from? There's a fucking woman and there's a baby. I was telling that to someone, and someone's like, is this a fucking remake? No, this is supposed to be the true sequel to this, which also pisses me off. A true sequel to this. This film is bullshit in this film's eyes, And this film wants to say that this film ain't shit. This film kisses shit. This film's more of a true sequel than this fucking movie. Oh, this doesn't exist? Kiss my dick. Kiss my dick. You fucking cum-guzzling piece of shit. True sequel to this? Yeah. About as true as my taint is to my asshole. That's how a true sequel. That's truer than this fucking movie. My belly button to my dick. That's a true sequel. Doesn't make sense. Neither does this fucking movie. Where, in this film, we saw the cook, we saw Leatherface, we saw the hitchhiker, we saw Grandpa. Who the fuck is Gunnar Hansen's character with the fucking shotgun? There's like three other people with a shotgun. There's a fucking woman with a fucking baby. Oh, by the way, Leatherface's name is Jed. Or Jebediah. Why don't you just call him Bubba Gump? Or fucking Billy Bob? How about we do that? But who the fuck are all these people? I have no idea. They came out of the fucking air. They shit out someone's ass. Maybe every victim that came in, another person shot out of their ass. Like, it came out of the fucking woodwork. Where they came from, I have no fucking idea. Just out of the goddamn woodwork. And it takes place very soon after because it's the woman telling what happened, and then the sheriff comes by, and there's Bill Moseley as the cook with all these guys, and then this posse comes to fuck up the people, and I'm like, I'm with the posse! I'm with the posse! These guys murdered innocent people. They put them on meat hooks. They use their bones and shit to make furniture. They eat them. They're cannibals and shit. You know, they eat people. You know, they do this shit. I would be one of the posse. I'd be like, yeah, fucking kill them. But then I get to that whole... This don't take more than one part, I know that. So you have this fucking... I wish the first 2 minutes, which is this movie, just make that the entire movie. Put that in the big screen. Second off, fucking... Where all these people came from, they came out of the fucking air. And there's Gunnar Hansen's cameo as one of them with a guy with a shotgun. They shoot the place up. Everybody, you know, Bill Moseley's character gets killed. Everybody gets killed, but I guess Leatherface, like, escaped or was hiding somewhere, whatever the fuck. The whole fucking place burns down, and the woman somehow got out with her baby, and then this guy's an asshole, hits the woman, kills her, takes the baby in, they raise it up, and then it takes place in today's time. And this is the hilarious thing that everybody talks about, but it's fucking true. When you're filmmakers and directors, if you don't know the concept of time, if you think 20 years and 40 years are the same fucking thing, you get no sympathy from me. You get an F on the F scale of fuck. Okay? If you can't tell time, get the fuck out of my face. 20 years and 40 years are not the same goddamn thing. What do I mean by that? This film takes place in 1974. Can't tell? Look at the clothes. Look at the fucking hippie clothing and all that shit. This is 1974. 1974. This film came out. It's a 70s movie. The baby growing up, the lead girl is in her 20s. But this film takes place in 2012. There's a fucking date on a tombstone that says it. People use cell phones. They even use this, what is it, FaceTime and shit. So, this is a 70s movie, 1974. The girl is 20 years later. You know, because she's 20 years old. 74 plus 20 years old is the 90s. But this takes place in 2012. So what? This girl is the hottest 40-year-old I've ever seen? Bullshit! So either... And Leatherface is what? In his 60s? 70s? 60s? Bullshit. No, this is supposed to be 20 years, but the makers of this film somehow thinks that this movie took place in the 90s. And people go, oh, it's a retcon. No, it's not. It's not a retcon when you have footage from the first movie in there. Evil Dead 2, you could kind of say it's a retcon in the fact the opening has just Ash and his girlfriend because they didn't get the rights to the other movies. At the same time, there is a scene that's very similar to the ending of the first film. You could kind of say it's a sequel, but if someone said that's kind of a retcon, I can understand. But when you have footage from the first goddamn movie, that's not a retcon. That's a bunch of bullshit. It's a middle finger up your ass. So in the first part of this rant, I've basically said all that. Um, fucking. It's a true sequel to this film, which is not. This film is it's inbred version of it. It wants to disregard this one, which this film is miles better, and I really enjoy this film, so that pisses me off. That, oh yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing. We're better than this. You're not better than this thing's lint in its ass. Then we established that they can't tell time. That 20 and 40 years are the same goddamn thing. Oh, it's a retcon? No, it's not a retcon when you have footage from the fucking first movie in there, and you have people wearing 70s clothes, and we're not stupid. The director is, the makers of the film are, but we're not stupid. We're not stupid. I can tell my time. Sometimes I mess up, yeah. I mess up, but you're, have like, I thought it was 8 million. I read up that it's a $20 million budget. I don't care if it's 8 million, 20 million. Can you not tell time? Do you need hooked on phonics? 20 years and 40 years are not the same goddamn thing. Okay? It's 20 years later because the girl was a baby and now she's 20. But it's 40 years later because this was 1974 and it's 2012 because it's on a fucking tombstone and there's fucking iPhones. Or I mean, there's phones and there's like FaceTime, iPhone, what the fuck it is. So we're now in the, I guess now we are in the present time, even though in if you can't do it right, then why make it a true sequel? Like, what was the point of making this a true sequel other than a fucking demon? Just like you 3 dicks in my face. This, a true sequel to this, it's a fucking demon, this is a demon, and you don't even do it right. You can't even do that right. If you're just gonna make it in modern time, why don't you just do that? Why don't you just say, hey, we're rebooting it again? And not mention this fucking movie. Because you can't even tell time right. Or make it a 40-year-old person. That'd be interesting. A 40-year-old who's come back. Wow, that makes it interesting. Maybe it's real characters, not just dumb teenage characters. Okay, real characters. A 40-year-old person, get a really good actress. Make a really actual film. Attempt to make a film. Hey, we're going to have actual character development. Oh, you're going about this, Matt. It's only a dumb slasher. It's 2013. That's no excuse anymore. I can see smart stuff. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Beneath, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Lizzie Vernon. Yes, I will even say Stream. Way back when. Okay? If you can't... Slasher films, you had hundreds and hundreds of slasher films to take note of. If you can't attempt to write anything worth a shit in a script or characters or anything, then fuck you. I'm not fucking saying, oh, you know, it's a dumb slasher. Yeah, maybe when it was in the 80s. Maybe even the 90s, but it's 2013. Try, you can do better. You need to do better. If you don't charge people 10 bucks, 15 bucks, sometimes I hear 20 bucks a ticket, and you can't write stronger than a fucking 5-year-old writing crayon, will write a better script than this, then you got no sympathy for me. It's 2013. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil should have gotten a wide release. That's insanely smarter than this. Beneath the Mask, The Rise of Lizzie Vernon should have had a wide release like this film. But no. It got direct-to-DVD shit. Same with Tucker Dale vs. Evil. Oh, maybe 3 theaters up someone's ass. That's how you could see it. No. Not getting my sympathy. So it starts off with, well, that's how it started off. But now the lead girl, she's working at a fucking grocery store cutting meat. Which is funny, like, okay, if you work in this job, why would you put fucking makeup on your eyes and shit? I don't care if I'm nitpicking. Fuck this movie. It's like she's cutting the meat, but yet she has this fucking eyeshadow shit on her fucking eyes. I'm like, who are you impressing? The meat? Do you think the meat will grow a dick and try to fuck you in the cooter? Why are you... Whatever. Don't give a fuck. The lead girl is horseshit. She's, I don't think of her as a good actress. She does nothing. Maybe it's the material, maybe it's the writing, but there's nothing to this character. There's nothing to this performance. This performance is nothing. There's nothing at all to this performance. And basically, she has her boyfriend, played by Trey Songz, with a Z. Let's see. They're going. They're going to go to New Orleans, and they have two other friends. They have this other girl, and they have this other guy. And the four of them were going to go to New Orleans, but then she gets a letter saying that her grandma died, and she didn't know she had a grandma. And talks to her parents and her step parents, and they're over the top nasty, just one dimensional. You know, oh yeah, you were in a shit heap. That's where it's like over the top nasty, and I'm like, wow, okay. Is Rob Zombie writing the script? Nah, it can't be. It needs more fucks in there. I love the fact that, you know, this grandma somehow fucking knew where this girl, like, somehow she knew who took this baby, and somehow she knew where this girl was in today's age. Like, somehow she knew, this grandma. She just fucking knew. Because she asked, how did you find me? And the realtor's like, you were never lost, or whatever the fuck it was. I'm like, yeah, that's a great explanation. She used voodoo to find her, or whatever. Maybe it's like the shark from Jaws 4 who fucking found the family in the Bahamas. Just used voodoo and shit that's hidden, or is psychic. But they go off in a fucking van, and I'm like, you had a van in the remake, you had a van in this one. Do they really have to go into a fucking van again? And they go off and they get to Texas. They pick up a hitchhiker, only this guy's just a dick. And they're driving. They have like a dead armadillo on the side of the road. I'm like, really? Can you not even... Hell, they did the armadillo thing better in this movie, which gets shit. And I even gave it shit. But, you know, it's miles better than this. At least this had Kate Hodge, who is a hell lot better actress than the girl in this movie. You know, not wanting to kill it, can't kill it, so he has her boyfriend do it, but then by the end, she has an arc that makes sense, and, you know, fights off, you know, Leatherface, like, now she's strong, like, that makes fucking sense. As stupid as the fucking ending in this is, with Ken Foray surviving a fucking chainsaw to the head, I'd rather buy that shit more than the stupid shit in this. At least, this film was not entertaining, that's the bottom line. It was boring as sin. Then they go to the house, which I swear to God is the house from this fucking movie. Only, I will say, this movie was better shot. Marcus Nispel, I think he actually shot, like, the house scenes, with, like, you saw the house, and you saw, like, this glow behind the house, the lighting. That was good. Like, this film didn't do shit. It literally is a direct-to-DVD movie from Lionsgate. It really is. This should not have been in theaters. I don't know how the fuck... It says on Wikipedia $20 million budget. I hope that's not the case, because I'm like, if this film costs $20 million, they need their money back, because someone took some shit. They probably took, like, you know, $18 million and left the other $2 million for the film. And the rest of that's probably for, like, the couple special effects. I think Nick Notaro had a hand in the effects, but... So they get to the house from pretty much the fucking remake. And then the realtor says, oh yeah, I mean, here's this letter. Make sure you read it. It's important. And the girl doesn't read it. It's like, you're so sad about this grandma who you did know that you and your friends drive all the way to Texas. But when the guy gives you this important letter, you don't read it? And lo and behold, that letter says, oh, by the way, there's a guy in the basement. That's in the letter. Yeah, she reads it at the end of the movie. But I'm like, you're so gung-ho about, oh, this grandma, I never knew her. If I have a family member I never knew, and I'm going, like, instead of New Orleans, I'm going to Texas. If someone gives me a letter, I would read it. That's just common sense. Oh, it's nitpicking. I don't give a fuck. She's so sad about grandma, doesn't read the fucking letter. And then, yeah, she gets her tombstone. The tombstone says fucking 2012, so you know, oh yeah, they can't tell time. She's 20 years old. So from 1974, she grows, like, every couple years, she grows a year. Like, what? And then what's funny is, okay, we're going to have a barbecue and stuff. We're going to go into town. So this hitchhiker guy, which the first time you see him, he has, like, his shirt off. I'm like, are you doing, like, one of those fucking commercials where You know, it's for deodorant or fucking, you know, underwear or jeans. And the guy comes in, has like his shirt off like this, like showing his nipple, and there's fucking from a catalog or something. This hitchhiker, they've probably known for hours, maybe. They leave him alone in the fucking house while everybody decides to go into town. So, of course, because that's what they did for being dumbasses. The guy's a dick and he wants to steal shit and wants to, you know, stealing some shit and wants to go down the basement and steal some shit, see if there's anything down there. Tries to open, you know, this a steel door, turns, grabs something. Their Leatherface comes, hits him with a hammer, hits him. Really a lame death, fucking lame death scene. Not scary, not exciting, boring, not even that gory. Nothing to it. And then you get the, like, this little character thing where you find out that Trey Songz, who's the boyfriend of the lead girl, you know, cheated, but it was a one-time thing with this other girl, and it leads to nowhere. It's just an excuse in the script for later on Trey Songz to be led to this place so the girl can fuck him again, so that the lead girl can be attacked by Leatherface. It's just nothing comes of it. Nothing comes of it. Um, the other guy who was, again, I said four. It was Trey Songz, the lead girl, the other girl who Trey Songz had one thing with, and the guy the girl's with. That guy fucking leaves, goes down, sees Leatherface, runs, gets like a crowbar in the bat, dragged away. That's it. That's another lame death. And then the lead girl comes in and sees fucking Leatherface just standing there, cutting fucking fingers into a damn bowl, and turns, chases her, she's screaming, and because by that time, Trey Songz has been led to the fucking barn, and then the girl wants to have sex with him. And the lead girl gets caught, is down below, puts the asshole hitchhiker guy on a meat hook, tries to rip, the guy is still alive, tries to rip Leatherface's mask off. Leatherface gets pissed. You get, to me, the one decent gore scene in the movie where he revs a chainsaw, cuts a guy in half. Okay, Nicotero and whoever did that, okay, good. That's the one thing I have to say good about this movie. That and, you know, that. I'm not going to say the opening because I could just watch this for that. That's it. That's the only good thing. She gets off. She fucking trips all the fucking time. She goes down the stairs outside. She fucking trips. She goes like this little thing that this big. Can't jump over it. Fucking trips. Gets to a fucking... what was that? The carnival? Or was that the fuck... Shit. I can't remember. No. She escapes. Then Trey Songz... No, yeah, she... No wonder I forgot this. Is so stupid. What you saw in the trailer. She hides in a fucking coffin. Yeah, hiding in a coffin is a smart idea. Because you have so much places to go in a coffin. You have over here to go, over here to go. So, of course, Leatherface finds her, sawing through it. And then this fucking Trey Songz and the girl that was fucking him come out. And this is how smart the girl is. We see their point of view. I can clearly see it's a guy with a chainsaw. And she goes, hey. Hey. Leatherface looks and she's acting like, I'm like, no shit, it's a guy with a chainsaw. What do you think? He's there to fucking sell insurance? You think he's got a fucking watchtower? Oh, would you like to buy a Bible today? Like, who? In the middle of... Fuck! So, and the... Yeah, the scene that you see on internet clips where Trey Songz's girl run to the barn. Girl tries to be a badass, says a badass line, which I swear Kate Hodge said the same fucking line at the end of the goddamn movie. If not, Kate Hodge is better than this shit. Caroline Williams is better than this shit. Fucking bullshit. Van drives in. It's the fucking lead girl. They go in. Trey Songz is such a fucking dipshit that even though the girl's saying, oh, stop here. We gotta wait for the gate to open. No, he keeps driving and hits it. And it doesn't work. So, of course, the van doesn't work. they back it up, and the gate opens, and then they go through. But because the Trey Songz was a dipshit, dumbass, Leatherface catches up, saws a fucking tire. It drives a little bit, and then it flips over. And that's how Trey Songz dies. You see, like, in the distance, the van flips over. Then we go inside the van, and the guy died, I guess, in the crash. That's how he died. I'm like, wow, that's fucking lame. Lame as shit. And then they do a part 3 of this fucking thing. I don't give a fuck if this is a lot of parts. Fuck this movie. I mean, let's recap. It's a true sequel, which is a fucking blasphemy, because this is a classic. And once it ignored this, which I think is a very fun movie, for that reason, this film can kiss my ass. This film is much better. This film can kiss my ass. This film is much better. This film can kiss my ass. We multiply, we have like 7, technically, 4 or 5 more people that came out of fucking thin air for the beginning of the film that was not in the first movie, including a baby, and like a guy said, what, was this the fucking remake they mistook it for? They don't know 20 and 40 years are the same. They think this is the same goddamn thing. They don't know there's a difference. The acting is piss poor. You don't give a shit about anybody. Characterization is nothing. The kills are nothing, except like one guy, when he got hung, he got cut in half. That's the only thing. These people are dumbasses. Yeah, let's leave. I already said, you want to know? Look at the first 2 parts of the review. Fuck it. The rant, whatever. Just look at the first 2 parts, you want to know why. So, by this time, like I said, Leatherface cut the fucking van, cut the tire, because Trey Songz is a fucking idiot, because, hey, let's drive right into the goddamn gate. Oh, it's just a dumb slasher film. It's 2013! Write better! Do better! If you can't, you're not getting my sympathy. You're getting a foot in the ass. So anyway, that's how Trey Songz dies. You see in the distance the fucking van flips over. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fucking lame. And then, I swear to God, they copied the fucking scene in this movie where the girl, I swear it was like 2 girls in a fucking van being attacked by Leatherface outside. It was done better in the remake. I'm not bullshitting. And here, fucking one girl, the lead girl gets off, says, hey, you know, come and get me, to drive him away. That's where you get to see it's a fucking carnival. And there are people that scatter, but it takes them like 5 fucking minutes to do it. It's like, hey, it's a chainsaw. Huh? There's a chainsaw? Oh shit! And like, not big. Oh shit, chainsaw! Dive bomb through a fucking, into the dirt. No, it's like, some people are like, whoa, what the hell, lady? Huh? Oh, okay. Like, there's a guy with a chainsaw in the middle of a carnival. You think some of you people cannot just stand and watch? Can you maybe run for the hills or something? Are you fucking stupid? Yes, like everybody in this movie. Then, like, there's this scene where basically they don't do anything. I mean, okay, Leatherface in a carnival, you could do a lot of shit. That's a lot of mayhem. Leatherface just owning people left and right. Zzz, zzz, zzz. No! Just some fucking guy with a pit mask with like a toy chainsaw. Leatherface just goes, ugh. And I'm like, fuck. Man. Yeah, Leatherface in a fucking carnival, you could do so much damage, and no. I'm like, where the fuck did the budget come from? If Wikipedia is true, which sometimes they're not, I know that. Apparently it's had a $20 million budget. Where the fuck did the budget go to? Coke and whores and condoms? I have no idea. So she gets on this Ferris wheel that, you know, goes up. This fucking cop comes by. Put the saw down, asshole. Leatherface throws it. The cop ducks it. I went, oh, that could have been a cool death. Leatherface throws it. It cuts a guy's head off with a chainsaw. That's why I thought they were going. No, because that would have been cool. Okay, he throws a chainsaw and cuts the guy's head off. Okay, it's cool. No, he doesn't do that. The cop just ducks and the chainsaw just like goes like here. Actually, it'd be like here off, goes like to here, and that's it. Like when it goes to the camera, it goes like the try to see like the there, like no, it's like if it trying to see like yeah, shit. Shit. It like flies and goes yeah, like that, like nothing to it. This movie's just a pile of nothing. It's the fucking air. So the girl goes in and is talking to the cops, and basically they get her story, and they need some time. The mayor comes in because he was one of the posse in the beginning and is being a big dick. Because this girl has done nothing. This is so stupid. First off, they leave her alone with this fucking box that has her whole history of how her family was killed. Wow, that was smart of these people. Leave a fucking box that has everything in it just so, well, what's this? What is this box that I just put right here, right next to me? Let me look at it. Oh, yeah, it has, oh yeah, my mom died. Oh, I'm like, hmm. And by the way, when you do that, you flip. You flip out. You're crazy. That's all. You're psycho now. Finds that, oh yeah, this posse, oh yeah, my family, they kill people, they murder people, they chainsaw people, they put people on meat hooks and in freezers and ate people and did all this other shit. But this posse killed them. Now I'm psycho. That's the I'm dumbfounded. I'm fucking dumbfounded. That's just so fucking stupid. But I gotta. I'll get to that even later. So basically, what happens is she leaves. At this time, you have a fucking cop checking out the van. There's no one there. So you're wondering, like, where's the girl that was there that was hurt? Sees talks to the sheriff, right? Says, oh, there's nothing. Sees a big fucking trail of blood in the grass. Just goes off it. It's like, doesn't contact the sheriff again. Just, oh, everything's okay. Hey, what's this big blood in the grass being dragged along like the shape of a body? Let me investigate. And he goes in and gets to the house and finally calls the sheriff, and the sheriff and the mayor. The sheriff's like, no, don't do it. The mayor's like, yes, go and do it. Like, the guy has a flashlight, and then a fucking cell phone rings. Gets the cell phone, and the mayor's like, let me see what's going on. And fucking, is that what's called? FaceTime, iPhone, whatever? It's fuck the flashlight. I'm gonna use my phone. Now, I have a flashlight that's perfectly good. Fuck that. Let me use my phone to light the way so this guy can see what's going on. How about this? How about you put it down and you just get a big fucking camera? How about do that? How about you call the people from cops? What you going to do? When the chicken movie comes down for you? And he's like, wow, this is really fucked up. Wow, this is really fucked up. Wow, this is really fucked up. And then you have a freezer, and I'm like, if the girl's in the fucking freezer, I'm fucking. And lo and behold, yep, opposite, there's a fucking girl in the freezer that pops up. Like the first one. The only difference is the cop's an idiot and shoots that girl in the head by accident. But I'm like, you really did the girl in the fucking freezer bit from the first movie? Really? Really? Like, you open the freezer and a girl pops up, and I'm like, there's a fucking girl in there, isn't it? Yep! Wow! How about I just go watch this movie again instead of your piece of shit? And the cop gets killed in a lame way. Basically, Leatherface like takes like an axe, hits him in the back, hits him a few times, like in the back. Nothing to the death scene. Nothing to it. Um, and then what's funny is the fucking girl leaves, right? She leaves. Now, she makes a phone call. She calls her realtor! This fucking house you sold me! Or not sold me, but this fucking house, you didn't tell me what was going on. I mean, instead of calling, like, the cops outside of town, like, you really had no one else to call than my realtor! And, like, the realtor talks to her and tells her her history. And this whole storyline is so fucking stupid. It's like, are you really okay, movie? Are you really trying to make me sympathize with this guy? Are you trying to make me sympathize with this guy and his family? Are you trying to make me sympathize? No! That's like trying to make me sympathize with Charlie Manson or Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh yeah, your family, they were murdered. She even like when they find that she's missing, like the photos, she wrote murderers. I'm like, fuck no, they're not murderers. They killed guys who fucking murdered innocent people and ate their ass. Probably literally. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you didn't even know these people and they were psychos. Psychos! But no, she just all of a sudden she wants to do it for the family, and like she finds this cop, and you find out that this younger cop is actually the son of the mayor. And so fucking basically what happens is I don't even know if that guy how that guy died, the young cop. I totally fucking forgot how that young cop died. I seriously don't fucking remember. Did he die? I don't even fucking remember if he died. I don't know. I really seriously don't know. If he did, I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. I must have spaced out. Fuck. Anyway, takes her to a slaughterhouse, ties her up. Leatherface comes by, sees a little teeny tiny tattoo, or birthmark, I should say, birthmark. Oh, you're part of me. Like, you're my family. He doesn't talk, but that's what's saying in his head. Lets her go. And then the mayor and this guy beats the shit out of Leatherface. Just beats the shit out of him. The fucking girl comes back with like a pitchfork or something. Slams it to one guy. Gets the fucking chainsaw, gives it to Leatherface, and goes, what was it like? What the fuck was it? Man, what the fuck was it? It was like, get him, cuz. It was like something like that, like, get him, cuz. Like, go get him, cuz. What the fuck? Get him, cuz? You know, this guy, Leatherface, he's not a nice guy. He murdered your friends. That's what I thought they were going to do with, like, the boyfriend cheated on the girl. Like, I thought that the lead girl was going to find that out. And that's why she doesn't care that they died, because you cheated on me and you're my friend, you betrayed me. I thought she was going to find that out. And that's part of the reason why she doesn't give a shit that they're dead. She never finds that out. She never finds out that her boyfriend cheated on her. Never finds that out. No. It's just, this guy murdered my friends who are innocent. I mean, granted, you cheat on someone, you're an asshole, but you don't deserve to die. Like, you just deserve to, a kick in the nuts is alright, but not a fucking death. But she didn't know that. She didn't know any of that, the lead girl. No. You killed all my friends. That's alright. You killed the guy in the crowbar, and you made so my boyfriend died in the van. You're sawing people in half. You're okay, because you're my cuz. And I get him, cuz. And cuts the mayor's, like, his feet. And then there's, like, a machine that chews things up, and the guy's like hanging. And then you get the sheriff, and the sheriff's right there. And the mayor's like, shoot him, finish what we did. He lets fucking Leatherface cut the guy's hands, fall into it, get chewed up. This is a sheriff of a small town, right? Right in front of him is a fucking maniac, serial killer, with a chainsaw. He puts the gun down, says, clean this shit up, and leaves. You tell me that a sheriff just let a chainsaw-wielding maniac, who he knows has killed innocent people, like in this movie, multiple people, you just let him go for no reason? What the f? So, and basically the fucking the lead girl is now she reads the letter, and then you see a little bit of her grandma. I think her grandma is actually played by Marilyn Burns, the lead girl from the first movie. And the letter, lo and behold, tells her everything. That tells her family history, tells that there's fucking there's a guy in the basement, and he's your cousin. And basically, now the lead girl is going to take care of Leatherface. And that's the end of the movie. Then I walk and I punch the director in the face. No, not literally. I mean, I'm not going to punch anyone in the face for making a movie. But I am going to, like, you're shitty, director. Based on this movie alone, you're shitty. The writing in this film is beyond shitty. It is a supremely stupid fucking script. Supremely stupid fucking script. You don't give a fuck about a single person. People do dumbass fucking things. It's 2013 when we didn't have scripts like Beneath the Mask, The Rise of Lazy Vernon, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. It's so many other shit. There's no excuse for this. It's 2013. If you can't watch the hundreds of slasher films and be like, this is what they did wrong, this is what they did right, this is what we shouldn't do, let's make it smarter, let's make it better, let's make it, worth people's money and time. This movie was fucking boring. It was aggravating. It was beyond stupid. Your brain cells will commit suicide watching this fucking movie. I mean, let's recap. I keep saying that. You have the opening, which is 2 minutes of this, which I wish was the whole movie in the end. Only they put like stupid slow-mo and shit. You have Bill Moseley in it for a couple minutes as the cook, and like 7 other people, like 5, 7 other people, like Gunnar Hansen with a guy with a shotgun, and a girl and a baby, and like 2, 3 other guys with guns. They came out of someone's ass, literally probably. Like, I don't know where the fuck they came from. And then they can't tell the difference between 20 years later and 40 years later because this is a 1974 film. This one is. And the baby in there is 20 years old in this flick, but apparently it's still 2012 because of the cell phones, and the FaceTime type of thing, whatever it's called, and a tombstone that says 2012. The characters, there's nothing to them, nothing to the characters at all. There's nothing likable about them. There's nothing strong about them. Even fucking Jessica Biel in this film had shit to do. At the end, she cut the motherfucker's arm off. She ran over Arlie Ermy a shitload of times. She saved a baby. She accomplished something. Holy shit. Here, there's nothing but a fart in the wind. And it stinks. It fucking stinks. That is like your typical, most generic fucking slasher. Completely boring. Like the most generic slasher. 4 kids in a van. They go to the fucking house straight out of the fucking remake. The fucking people are so stupid. The girl is so gung ho about her grandma, but doesn't read this important letter that she should read. Uh, Leave a fucking hitchhiker that you've known for a couple hours alone in this goddamn house with all your shit to go into town. You deserve to be. You deserve to come back with the house fucking burned down. If there was no Leatherface at all, you deserved it for being a fucking idiot. Uh, the kill scenes are lame as hell, except maybe like the guy on the meat hook getting cut in half. But you know, it's a good gore fit. You know, Nicky Carroll. That's it. The other kill scenes, the crowbar in the back and the fucking like they're all lame fucking death scenes, lame as hell death scenes. Hell, this movie, who you say doesn't exist, the first death scene is a guy getting half his fucking head cut off like this. Zzz. For fuck's sake. That alone is more fucked up than this movie. And this movie was not boring. This was entertaining. This movie was not. Then she does stupid things. She keeps fucking falling down. She hides in fucking coffins like an idiot. Trey Songz is an idiot for driving to the goddamn gate when all they had to do was wait 5 seconds for it to fucking open, then go. Trey Songz dies in a shitty way where, out in the distance, the van flips over and fucking there's Trey Songz dead. A carnival where people are like, oh, okay, you're chasing. Oh, shit. You know, it's like, fucking stupid. Leatherface in a carnival. You could do some crazy shit. Nope, don't do anything. Don't do a goddamn thing. And again, people are so fucking stupid. Like, oh, is that a chainsaw? Yeah, if some people run, but some people like, Leatherface should have just killed their ass for their stupidity. What about Friday the 13th Part 8? Friday, that's not a good movie. Yeah, I can watch it as a time waster, but it's not saying it's the true sequel to the fucking Friday the 13th. It's just a bad sequel that I can watch as it's just laugh at or whatever. Like, this one is just boring. It hurts. And the fact that it wants to take itself so seriously is the true sequel, and this doesn't exist, and this does... They just piss me off more with their stupidity. And it's 2013. You tell me you cannot write a better script in 2013? Bullshit. You don't have my sympathy anymore. I'm not going to be lenient. Fuck that. And then, oh yeah, cop sees a trail of blood. Oh, I'll go check it. FaceTime. Let me use my phone instead of the fucking flashlight. I'll put my flashlight away so I can use my cell phone. Then, that fucking thing of this girl flips out, goes crazy. Oh, you know, my friends died because, you know, my friends were murdered. But I'm going to take care of you. Because I just found out 5 minutes ago you're my cousin. What the fuck? So your friends dying didn't fucking matter at all. That your friends died, that your friends were murdered by this fucker, and you just it's a switch. You flip out. Just boom, you switch. You're flipped. That's it. You're just psycho. Yep, I'm fine with you. Yep, I'm fine with taking care of this serial killer. Yep, I'm fine with it now. And, like, the movie's, like, trying its damnedest to have us sympathize with Leatherface and his family. Are you shitting me? I'm supposed to sympathize with this? Oh, my God. What the fuck were you doing, writers? Oh, yeah, we're gonna sympathize with these guys. Give me a fucking break. And people want to maintain, oh, no, they weren't. Yeah, when you have the scene where the mayor and the other guy's kicking shit out of Leatherface, I'm like, yeah, kick the shit out of Leatherface. He's a fucking killer. He's a serial killer. He murdered a lot of innocent people. Watch this movie. And this movie's in continuation because it's in the fucking beginning. And then you have the ending, and again, the fucking sheriff. This fucking sheriff sees, okay, he lets Leatherface kill the mayor, and then all he does is go clean this shit up. And leaves a fucking mentally challenged psychopath with a chainsaw free! And just tells the girl to clean this shit up. And leaves. Why didn't the sheriff shoot Leatherface in the face? In the head? He's killed how many innocent people? This girl's friends, the people in this movie. How many people? This is the worst sheriff of history. This is the worst sheriff of all time. I have seen the worst fucking sheriff of all time. This is fucking beyond stupid. People say, oh, it's just a dumb slasher film. It's 2013. If you don't have ticket prices be, people paying 10, 15 bucks a ticket, especially for 3D, which is more money. And this is literally, if you wrote this in crayon, it would be the same thing. If this script was written in crayon, I would believe it. This film is beyond stupid, never scary, never intense. Tobe Hooper saying that this is incredible and a worthy sequel to the original. How much money did you get paid, dude? You got paid a shitload of money to say that. I mean, I know that's mean. It's his opinion. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I don't see. At the end of the day, if you like this film, that's fine. I'm not going to chastise you. I'm not going to make fun of you. I'll make fun of Tobe Hooper because he's made some shitty films. Like, when was the last good Tobe Hooper film that was made? But I gotta disagree with Tobe Hooper. This is not incredible. It's incredible how stupid this is. How boring this film is. People are like, oh, you gotta just sit back and enjoy. Enjoy what? I can enjoy this film. This film. This film. Yes, even this film. They're all better than this movie. These are all better than this movie. Is it the worst Texas Chainsaw Massacre film? I don't know. It's hard to beat Part 4. It's hard to beat Part 4. I think it's as bad as Part 4. At least Part 4, I can laugh at Matthew McConaughey. At least Matthew McConaughey gave me some type of enjoyment. This gave me nothing but wanting to take a dirt nap. This movie's bullshit. This movie's horseshit. This movie is fucking stupid. It has some of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen of late. I've seen some dumb shit. This movie can kiss my ass. Can kiss my ass! So anyway, fuck this movie. This movie is bullshit. This movie is stupid. It doesn't know how to tell time. It doesn't know what 20 and 40 years that there's a fucking difference. You have sheriffs who leave fucking psychopaths with chainsaws. Hey, it's okay. You're free. Go ahead. Why? No fucking reason. We're supposed to sympathize with guys who fucking eat people for a living. And we have a girl who flips her shit at the drop of a hat. If I fart in her direction, is she gonna flip again to the good side of the force? Kiss my ass, movie! Fuck this shit!